about this, for I'm already being poured out as a drink offering, and the time of my departure has come. I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, but not only to me, but to all who have loved his appearing. Hey church, Pastor Craig here. I want to introduce to you a longtime friend of mine, John Strba. John, you've been a part of our church for as long as I have. What kinds of things have you been involved in here at our church?
Oh boy, I've been around a long time. I was part of Calvary way back when. And I've been involved in a lot of things on the welcome team, captaining the welcome team, ushering, greeting.
I know God has been writing a story in your life recently.
Yeah.
God's called you to go through a season of significant trial and sickness, right?
Yeah.
You had leukemia as a young man.
I had a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Yeah.
Right, and the cancer you're going through now is a secondary cancer due to the radiation from the first round.
It is, yeah. So I had cancer again in 2012, oral cancer, and now this cancer that I have again is a recurrence of that cancer. But really, at this point, it's more pain management.
Yeah.
There isn't a medical science solution for me. There just isn't, yeah.
Okay, so John, I know that God's really been working in your life,
Yeah.
even in the midst of the pain and the difficulty. What's He been showing you? How's He been using you?
God's always trying to teach us something, always. So even in the midst of, okay, you have cancer, you're going to die from this. You're going to die from this. It kind of brings things into focus, and what you thought was important is not so important anymore. Still interesting, but maybe not so important anymore. Now you start to realize what it's all about. And one of the main things God is teaching me through this is not to waste this cancer on myself.
Okay, what do you mean by that? Not to waste the cancer on yourself? Because in the middle of cancer, how can you not be thinking over and over and over again about yourself? What do you mean?
If I'm using that time that I have valuably to point someone to Christ, then my cancer has value. Then it's not wasted on me. God could remove this cancer from me and heal me literally tomorrow with a breath.
Yeah.
But He's chosen not to, okay?
Yeah.
So then that means that now I'm in a different position now.
Yeah.
I can't waste what He's given me. God's saying, use this. I gave you this cancer. Use it to point people to me. And if it means someone in my family, of which none are believers, if it means somebody sitting in the church, if it means someone comes to Christ because of my cancer, it's been worthwhile, and it has value.
Okay, so John, what would you say to someone in our church, maybe even right now, right today, who's facing a trial they didn't want and they want gone, facing a fate that is painful, facing a trial that they can't escape from?
It's really hard. These bodies are fragile, and it's hard. Pain hurts. And coming to an understanding, it's not about you. It's about Jesus. Don't waste what you're going through on you, because you will end up with more of you. You don't want more of you. You want more of Jesus in your life. So focus on Jesus. And it's hard. I don't know what the suffering is. And it could be awful. I understand. Ask God, God, you've placed this enormous suffering in my life. What is it you want me to look like at the end of this? And what is it you want me to teach others that will allow me to point them to you through this? God is much bigger than you, and His plans for you are much bigger than you. And just trusting in God and His plan for you.
Okay, and through this all, John, what do you think is the right response for the believer in Jesus Christ? What's the response that you have in your heart today?
What I'm going through is a slight momentary affliction. Heaven is coming. Heaven is coming. and it's going to be beautiful. You can't even imagine what heaven is. We're being told that it's coming. But don't be sad for me, okay? You can actually be jealous for me because I'm going home, okay? I'm going home.